What's poppin', YouTube family? It's your girl SHOtheOT, your fave occupational therapist, here to help you and others live their best lives. Let's get started. Hello darlings. All right, so y'all know by that title what this video is about. We are continuing to learn about these amazing, beautiful Black OTs that have done some crazy, brave, courageous things throughout their journey in OT. Yeah, it's Black History Month, y'all, so we are taking the time to learn about these dope people, okay? Stop right here if you have not watched my first video in this series. We have already talked about Dr. Lorenz, we talked about Wimberly Edwards, and we talked about Dr. Jackson, okay? So if you have not watched that video, stop what you're doing right now and go watch it. Okay, thanks. Okay, yes, we switched up our spot today. We are outside because the girl needed some sunshine. She needed some good vitamin D, all right? So we're gonna be outside, all right? But you know, when I'm outside, the bugs love to come attack. So we're gonna pray that they leave me alone today, all right? Because you know, Sho do not do the bugs. I do not like them. We are not friends. We are not cool. So I'm gonna need them to leave me be for the next 10 minutes, all right? All right. All right, so today we're gonna be learning about 3 new beautiful Black queens that are in the field of OT and that have made a difference in this field. All right, today we're going to be learning about Miss Jerry Bentley, Miss Joyce Lane, and Miss Penny Kyler. All right, let's learn about them. Okay, let's get started. And if y'all can't already tell, my laptop is right here in front of me. Okay, that's why I'm looking down. Okay, so first we're going to be talking about Miss Jerry Bentley. Let's get into it. It says Miss Jerry Bentley has her master's. She's an OTR, and she has been an active participant in issues related to social justice for decades. Her work as a student activist led her to co-founding AOTA's Black Occupational Therapy Caucus in 1974 while completing her level 2 fieldwork. All right, y'all already know it's time to pause because this is another person that helped found the Black Occupational Therapy Caucus. We learned about Miss Wimberly Edwards last week, or last video, depending on when I upload this. Yeah, and she told us about, and she also helped, you know, found the Black Occupational Therapy Caucus. So this is someone else who helped found it, and it looks like she helped found it while she was a student. Mind blown, baby. When I was a student, I was just trying to pass them classes, pass them tests, study for boards. I had a lot going on, so I can't even imagine doing something as amazing and outstanding as founding the Black Occupational Therapy Caucus. So kudos to you, Miss Jerry Bentley. All right, let's keep reading. Her efforts also resulted in major contributions to the seminal report for AOTA on how to address minority recruitment in the profession and how to ensure non-discrimination within professional documents. All right, we're pausing again. So it says that she was working. So let's remember, she is still a student while she's doing all of this. So she was working to ensure that there was no discrimination within professional documents. So I'm assuming that that means that like all the professional documents that, you know, AOTA has and they have uploaded to their website and the things that we as OT professionals have to like know and adhere by, I'm assuming that she was a part of making sure that there was no racial bias or discrimination throughout those documents. And that's amazing. That's important work, okay? And the fact that she was doing this while she was a student is truly blowing my mind. All right, let's keep reading. It says Bentley's scholarship has focused on student growth through fieldwork and through leadership development. She received the AOTA Achievement Award in 2000. Wow. Girl, you did some stuff, all right? So thank you so much for all the things that you've done for this profession, and and for what you're doing for students. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get into our next person. All right, now we're going to be talking about Dr. Joyce Lane. It says Joyce Lane has her PhD and is an OTR. It says she is a long-standing educator and collaborator on issues that highlight the need for social justice within the profession and in society. She's the co-founder and first president of the Black Occupational Therapy Caucus, which led to the development of other multicultural groups within AOTA. So another just addition to this Black Occupational Therapy Caucus. Like, this is our first president. Joyce Lane was our first president of the Black Occupational Therapy Caucus. All right, like listen, like, so we're just learning about all these people that came together, that worked together, and realized, like, hey, like, this profession is dominated by white women. Like, let's come together and provide a space where Black people can come and be heard and acknowledged within this profession. So that is awesome stuff. All right, let's keep reading. As a member of the Representative Assembly, Lane pushed AOTA to recognize the insidious impact of apartheid in South Africa on the ability of Africans to enter the profession of occupational therapy. What? So sis didn't even stay in the US, okay? Sis wasn't worried about, okay, she was worried about, she was worried about us here in the US, but she said, hold on, there are people outside of the US that need to know about this profession. So sis went to Africa. She went to Africa and started advocating for their right to be a part of this profession. I am blown away. I stand for Miss Lane, okay? Joyce Lane, I stand for you, okay? That's so dope. That's amazing. All right, let's keep learning about Joyce. All right, let's see what else she got to say. Lane has studied the impact of policy decisions on professional development and has incorporated policy development in her work with mental health organizations in Illinois. So now that hits home for me again too, because I don't know if I ever told y'all that I'm from Chicago. So we're working on mental health back home in my hometown. Well, she didn't say Chicago, it just says Illinois, but back in my home state, like, that's wild. That's amazing. She's doing great things. That's so great. All right, y'all know how I get excited when I learn about the stuff that my people are doing, okay? I'm so proud to say that I'm learning about Miss Joyce Lane and I am learning about Miss Jerry Bentley, okay? They are doing some great stuff. All right, let's get to our last person for this video. Okay, next we're going to be talking about Dr. Penny L. Kyler. All right, it says Dr. Kyler got her Doctor of Science, I guess, in occupational therapy. It says that she developed the ethics office for AOTA, serving from 1994 to 2000 to educate members, the public, and consumers about occupational therapy services and to investigate ethical complaints against AOTA members. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm all about semantics. All right, let's take it back real quick. It didn't say she was a member of. It didn't say that she helped. It didn't say that she assisted. It says she developed. Okay, that's a strong word. She developed the ethics office for AOTA. So she said, hold on, we have this committee, you know, this group of people that is over the field of occupational therapy, but who is holding us accountable? Who is making sure that we are being ethical? Okay, so she created the ethics office for AOTA, and she was responsible for holding those people of power accountable for what they were doing. So that is big stuff. All right, okay, let's keep reading. She was the first occupational therapist to work in the area of translational genetics and bring occupational therapy into the process of identifying and caring for those with genetic conditions. We're pausing again. The first. Okay, I love hearing when we are the first. Okay, we're the first. Okay, because we don't get acknowledgement often. We do not. So, Miss Kyler, Dr. We're not saying Miss. Dr. Kyler was the first to work in the area of translational genetics. So those kiddos that I work with that have these genetic conditions and things like that, wouldn't be able to work with them today as an OT if it wasn't for Dr. Kyler, because she was the first to get OT involved in that area. Okay, so you go, Dr. Kyler, you do you, girl. Okay, let's keep reading about you. Kyler currently works for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, where she assists states receiving grants for implementing the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act in the area of maternal, infant, and early childhood evidence-based home visiting services. Wow, girl. So you're that, and I love that too, because you're multidimensional. Like, you started off with the ethics committee, right? And then you went and said, hey, you know, what about this genetic stuff? All right, I feel like OT can help with this area. Let me get up in there a little bit. So you got into the genetic conditions, and then you're making sure that new mothers are able to get in-home services through the Affordable Care Act. Like, those are just major things, like in 3 different areas all across the board, but they are so significant and big things that you did or are doing. And so I just thank you once again. I thank all 3 of you. Y'all are doing great stuff. I feel privileged to be able to learn about y'all, and I can't wait to see who we learn about next video. Okay, so that's all I have for y'all today. I encourage y'all to go look these people up and learn more about them. Like I said, these are short little blurbs about them. I'm sure this doesn't even cover half of what they've done throughout their lifetime. So I encourage y'all to go learn more and comment below on what else y'all learn about them, okay? Because I'm sure that they are doing some awesome things. All right, so thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.